One Zambia, one nation. You are watching Zanis News. To present, my name is Henry Himonde. The headlines in our news. Government funds construction of a bypass road in Mazabuka. Mwense gets TB mobile truck. And 300 pieces of processed timber seized. The news in detail. Government has released 20 million kwacha for the construction of a temporary bypass road in Mazabuga district. Minister of Local Government and Rural Development Gary Nkombo says the construction of a bypass road has been necessitated by the frequent road traffic accidents involving mostly trucks occurring in the central business area. Angela Mwandu now reports.
Mazabuka Central Member of Parliament Gary Nkombo is visiting his constituency for an engagement with the business community. This engagement is meant to foster partnerships between the business community and the local authority. Mr. Nkombo used the occasion to deliver some good news to Mazabuka residents.
The Treasurer has been working behind the scenes, listening to the complaints that have come as a result of the accidents at Shoprite. We have brought Treasury Authority. Just 2 days ago, the Secretary to Treasury did authorize the expenditure of 20 million kwacha to do the bypass, which will be from the diversion just before Zanis factory, onward across the rail line and through Total.
The agenda of enhancing the local economic development is not only the principle of government. Government has always enjoyed the unwavering support from the various cooperating partners who supplement government efforts in various sectors of development.
However, the business community raised the following concern.
Another concern is on our township roads. Any plans to work on this road, as most of them actually become impassable during the rainy season.
After assuring them that government would look into their concerns, some business owners pledged to support the local authority with fuel, cement, transport and other materials. Angela Mwandu, Zanis, Mazabuka District, Southern Province.
In Central Province, the Road Transport and Safety Agency RTSA has noted a reduction in road traffic accidents on long-distance public service vehicles. RTSA Head of Public Relations, Frederick Mulanga, says the installation of Global Positioning System GPS on public service vehicles has helped to reduce road traffic accidents. Details in the following report.
The Great North Road is an important import and export route for Zambia. The road also caters for traffic in transit for Zambia's neighbors in South, Eastern and Central Africa. However, safety of road users on the Great North Road has been compromised by lack of caution by drivers who do not put signage when their vehicles break down. The move has saddened the Road Transport and Safety Agency.
I've got no warning sign to show that there is a broken down vehicle ahead, and this is very, very detrimental in terms of road safety. And the bad part is that there's a curve ahead and a lot of vehicles that are coming north heading south will be maybe on high speed, and if it's at night the situation worsens because there's nothing reflective to show that this vehicle is broken down.
Meanwhile, Road Transport and Safety Agency Head of Public Relations Frederick Mwanga is happy with the reduction of road accidents involving long-distance public service.
GPS system, we have interfaced and interlinked the systems on the operator side as well as the road transport.
Daniel Billy for Zanis News in Serenje, Central Province.
From Central Province, we move to Luapula Province, where Milenge Town Council has procured earth-moving equipment worth over 3.8 million kwacha. The equipment has been procured under the 2022 Constituency Development Fund CDF. Kennedy Chomba filed in this report.
The state of roads in Milenge district have for a long time now been a source of concern. To address the poor state of roads in the district, the council has procured earth-moving equipment. Luapula Province Minister Derek Chirundika has officially handed over the equipment with a call for proper use.
The procurement of the equipment is in line with the United Party for National Development agenda of empowering the local communities to have a voice on critical decisions. The increase in CDF has given a voice to the people and triggered a number of programs and projects in the district. Community participation in decision-making process of procuring the earth-moving equipment at a huge amount of money is not a small thing the district have achieved.
Chief Sokontwe is happy that the cry of the people has not been heard.
Hii mashini tuletotera mwentungulusi chonse lekeni tuwombe pwe kintu chimo ichakwebanga twabomba twasera pali ata twabwekerepo lili insto yakuti atina mairo mwabombera pona mairo no twanaka.
While in the district, the minister also took time to interact with staff at Menenge Boarding Secondary School.
It's 8 hours policy. Why should you dodge from school? It's not just being in class. There can be an assignment where they would want you to assist in running the school. Now they tell you it's 8 hours policy. Because you only have 2 periods to teach, after that you sneak out of school, they charge you at Varetutinga.
Kenneth Chomba, reporting for Zanis News in Menenge District.
Provincial Deputy Permanent Secretary Lloyd Mwansa has commissioned the mobile tuberculosis truck in Mwense District in Luapula Province. The provision of the truck is expected to increase screening, which will ultimately help in reducing the disease burden by the year 2030. Here now are the details.
Government has procured a mobile tuberculosis truck for the northern region so as to tackle the problem of TB in the country. The Minister of Health has since launched the use of the truck for the mobile TB screening in Mwense District in Luapula Province, which will also cater for 3 provinces in the northern circuit. And Luapula Province Deputy Permanent Secretary Lloyd Mwansa, who officiated the event, has pledged government continued commitment to making Zambia a TB-free nation by 2030.
Ubulwele kwa TB kila mwaka kabla senda abantu 2000 ukufa ukutusha kashi utebulwele wakwangalira koyo ubulwele usendenyeyo yabantu abengi tubasa kama indati awo bantu bambikirenga kubulwa amaka yakusa hospital bantu mwe ngakubeka lokutari kashi prepara minako bawuti twafurishe ikintu bunja abantu abengi bareba bwino angusha iyo kashi kwa weshu da musangwefu tureya sakamana kuisa twaisa chipipia bawuti waisa tuchecheta bwino bwino bashinganga.
Chieftainess Rukwesa has thanked government for the initiative of the mobile TB truck and has since called for more operation days of the truck in a chiefdom.
Kulanda muchishinga population ya muno mwalu kwesa na ikula sana fye ya kwebati muri one day etibakwanishe bindi bambi bakala isenshi kushigesha kwebati na baya.
Meanwhile, Luapula Province Health Director Dr. Simon Kunda says his office is working at ensuring that all TB patients in the province are put on TB treatment, which is free.
Nempendwa 282 mu province. Uno mwaka 2022 natukwata target yesu yo turefo kukumanisha empendwa shabantu yevo turebika pa mtu wa TB. Abali 3172. Ebo tufide okubika pa mti wa TB. Ukufika na pali inonshita natuchita kwa abali 2692. Mkwa ebo tubikire pa mti mu province pali inonshita.
This initiative of a mobile TB truck, more people, especially in rural areas in Luapula Province, will be given an opportunity to get screened. Kenneth Chomba reporting for Zanis News in Mwense District.
Still on health matters, authorities in Chipata district have started mobilizing resources to expand the Central Hospital Mothers Shelter, which is currently accommodating 130 people against a 25-bed space capacity. The provincial administration and the council have committed themselves to mobilize funds as part of their social corporate responsibility. More in the following report.
Chipata Central Hospital has for some time now been struggling to accommodate these expecting mothers and their caretakers. Last rehabilitated in 2014, the infrastructure at this mother's shelter that also lacks adequate beds and mattresses is not enough to accommodate all these people.
So if it's 2 per bed, that will give us 50. So then it means we've got another 80, close to 70, 80, want to sleep on the floor. But they have to arrange themselves in such a way that they all sleep in this space.
Tigona maraini 4 kutetonse tikwani muntu winangu waika kumendowa mzake then ujafuti naye aike kumendowa mzake mpaka winangu pakati paje.
To appreciate these challenges and chant the way forward, Eastern Province Deputy Permanent Secretary Beauty Piri visited the facility accompanied by Chipata City Mayor George Mwanza.
I've heard the challenges, especially here at the Mother's Shelter, where the women are complaining, one of lack of proper sanitary places, and secondly, where they're sleeping, it's not conducive, there's no much space. So what we have agreed is that for the immediate, the Office of His Worship the Mayor, the Provincial Administration, and the members of Parliament that are sitting here, we request that we come up with what we can call a corporate social responsibility to immediately build on the infrastructure that is already here, extension of infrastructure so that we can help more mothers to be accommodated. Grants that are coming from government are coming in at an appropriate time and is able to sort out 1 or 2 issues, although it cannot sort out everything. And I assure you that we don't need to look at government all the time, because government alone cannot solve all the problems that we have. But the moment we bring in the cooperating partners, then that way we're making sure that things are done in an appropriate manner, and we're helping the communities where we do our businesses and where our money comes from. And that is our appeal to most of these cooperating partners that we have.
The Central Hospital is a hospital that is servicing people from across the province, and this obviously puts a lot of pressure on the limited infrastructure and facilities that are present here. The mayor of the city, together with my colleagues in government, will be able to work together. The challenges that are being faced here are an emergency, because these borders on life work around the clock to engage everybody to ensure that we are able to find solutions.
These over 250 women now wait for these interventions to be effected. Abigail Kashweka, Zanis, in Chipata.
Linda Mpemo reports that government has seized over 300 pieces of wood found in a forest in Milenge district, where unscrupulous people are suspected to be harvesting timber illegally. Milenge District Commissioner Alan Mutale says police are investigating the matter.
Abandoned, leftover food and kitchen utensils. These are some of the items found at a site where unscrupulous people are illegally harvesting timber from a protected area in Milenge district. The forest, which is in Senior Chief Milambo's chiefdom, is under Mansa Game Management Area. A joint operation team comprising the Milenge District Administration, the local authority, and the security wing stormed the area following a tip-off by members of the community.
These are the same streams that, people draw water from. They run through the GMA areas into the villages, the communities. So once the trees that are protected, the streams are disturbed, these streams are likely to dry up. As the government, we are going to dispose of the same timber.
Milenge Town Council chairperson has warned the perpetrators to desist from their illegal acts.
We shall not entertain such illicit activities here. If they're on the wrong side of the law, their days are numbered. And this activity attracts a levy which is supposed to be paid to us as a council. Now, that levy has not been coming. So, as a local authority, we shall continue supplementing government's effort in ensuring that such illegal activities are stopped.
The timber has been seized, while the police have launched a manhunt for the culprits. Linda Mupemo, Zanis, Milenge District, Lopula Province.
In a related development, the World Bank has noted the success of the Transforming Landscapes for Resilience and Development Tralad project being implemented in Muchinga Province. The bank made the observation after inspecting various Tralad projects in the province, which include Kachamu Women's Club and DWA Banana Plantation. Here's Pamela Inambao with a report.
Transforming Landscapes for Resilience
Finance and Development, TRERITE, supported by World Bank, is a project that supports a sustainable use of natural resources for livelihood and help the government of Zambia respond adequate and timely to a crisis. Since the start of the project in the 5 districts in Muchinga province in 2020, success stories have been recorded.
Our lives have changed. As you can see us, we are 20 in our group. But I'm proud to say we have a steady source of income.
And World Bank Practice Manager for East and Southern Africa, Environment, Natural Resources and Blue Economy, Ian Shuka, who is in the country, visited some projects in the company of the Provincial Permanent Secretary and other officers in Mpika District in Muchinga Province. Mr. Shuka, who visited Kachamu Women Club Pig Project and Dwa Banana Plantation, is elated to see success stories from the beneficiaries.
I'm so impressed with the unity of your group, and that's what makes this group different. It makes the people work together so well here, and you have a common cause and you're doing very, very well. So congratulations.
And the Provincial Permanent Secretary had a word to the funders.
Very, very grateful, and we can only wish you well so that you can continue supporting us and supporting others that have not yet been reached.
The project meant to uplift people out of poverty in a wake of the challenges of climate change is being implemented in Lavushmanda, Mpika, Mafinga, Isoka and Kanchibia district in Muchinga province. Pamela Inamba reporting for Zanis in Mpika district, Muchinga province.
In Eastern Province, Lundazi Boarding Secondary School has started production of vegetables using greenhouse technology. The initiative is aimed at reducing the negative environmental impact as well as provide income for the school. More in the following report by Lubasi Mtafela.
In an effort to reduce negative environmental impact, Lundazi Boarding Secondary School in Eastern Province is implementing the Environmental Smart Initiative to generate income for the school. Under the initiative, the school is producing vegetables using greenhouse technology.
This is planting vegetables in water, where you mix water with the micronutrients that are needed in plants, and then you control the pH. Whereby for practicing hydroponics is that the plants grow very fast. Within 14 days, you are there to start harvesting. And there is no aeration, there is no watering. And then there is that conservation of water.
And aquaculture, currently stocking 22,000 fingerlings, is another project that is taking green approach. The water from the fish ponds, which is fertile due to the fish droppings, is used to irrigate vegetables, to conserve water and also to avoid using chemical fertilizer.
Aquaculture, we have got 3 fish ponds, and the 2 that we have here at the garden, the capacity of the fish it can hold, it is 8,000 each. And the water that we have in the fish pond, it is highly nutritious because of the waste from the fish and then the feed that we feed the fish. Then that water is being collected and it's the one that we use to water the vegetables that are in the garden. We do that in order to reduce the expenditure on the fertilizer and again to conserve water rather than just wasting that water which is in the fish pond.
Further, to contribute to reducing the carbon footprint in the environment, the school has installed a solar panel system to replace the diesel generator. Now, the production unit is also making bricks using climate-smart technology, other than using firewood.
As we come to the end of the news, Lusaka City Council has noted with disappointment the vandalizing of concrete waste bins that were installed in the Central Business District to help keep the city clean. Council Public Relations Manager Chola Mwamba says the local authority will soon replace them with plastic ones. More in the following report.
These are part of the 400 concrete bins that were installed by the Lusaka City Council in collaboration with other partners early this year. The bins were placed along Freedom Way, Lumumba and Cairo Road to stop the nuisance of littering in the Central Business District. However, unscrupulous people have started vandalizing these concrete bins to the displeasure of the local authority.
We are aware that the bins are being vandalized,
And we've been on the ground and we did our own assessment, and to our knowledge, yes, the bins are being vandalized, and we want to ensure that we maintain the CBD to be a clean environment as able as possible.
Apart from being vandalized, the local authority has also discovered that the concrete bins that were installed are not durable.
The local authority is actually on the ground to ensure that we find an alternative way of removing the concrete bins and also installing new bins, maybe deep in bins or skip bins, because we have discovered that the concrete bins that were installed are inappropriate for the CBD in particular, because they are not durable as we expected them to be. And then at the end of the day, it is us, the local authority, who have now the challenge to ensure that the CBD is clean. So we are really under pressure to ensure that we install new bins such as the skip bins and also maybe deep in bins, because it is our mandate as a local authority to ensure that the CBD is as clean as possible for people to do business well.
For the vendors, the concrete bins are also not durable and have since called on the local authority to ensure that they quickly find an alternative. Jane Simalumba, Zanis, in Lusaka.
That report by Jane Simalumba brings us to the end of Zanis News. But before we go away, another look at our top stories. Government is constructing a bypass road in Mazabuka district for heavy vehicles. Mwense district gets a TB mobile truck. And government has seized 300 pieces of processed timber. Thank you so much for watching Zanis News. On behalf of the entire news production crew, my name is Henry Himonde. Until next time, it's goodbye for now.